Going live. What is going on, everybody? It's your coach Danny C coming at you live, and today I am not alone. Got one of my clients, Bryan Canfield. Bryan, what is going on? How are you?
Doing great. Got up nice and early this morning for this podcast. Feeling amazing.
Let's go. I love it. Yes, I know that we're definitely going to deliver some value today. I'm excited about it. And for everybody that is watching, listening to the podcast, wherever you are, I wanted to bring Bryan on today because he was one that was struggling with like the motivation, and he was gaining the unwanted weight and the belly fat, and he had some problems there. So we came to the program. He lost body fat. He built lean muscle. And today we're going to talk about exactly how we did that. We have him live on the podcast right now. So stay tuned in. We're going to get to two major keys that really helped out Bryan. So I'm going to start this podcast. We'll go from there and we'll get into it. Is that cool, Bryan?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Love it. All right. Let me pull it up and we'll get the countdown going. 3, 2, 1. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Men's Fat Loss Made Easy podcast, where I'm here to give you the best tips and tricks that you could use during your fat loss journey. Today, we're going to be talking about how Bryan lost belly fat and built lean muscle in our program. And I told Bryan this before, I thought it was really important to bring him on because he was struggling just like a lot of you guys are right now. He didn't really have a set game plan when it came to losing body fat, building muscle. He was kind of struggling with it. And he was also low on motivation because he didn't really have that accountability. And he was really getting caught up in the busyness of his career, his work, and he wasn't prioritizing his health. And that's where the belly fat started to pack on. He wasn't feeling as confident, comfortable in his clothes. He was lower on energy and he needed to change. All right. So that's exactly what he did. And he reached out to me on social media. We got him in the program. And ever since then, he's been able to lose body fat, get more definition in his abs. He's been able to really build lean muscle as well. And he actually lost 10% body fat while he's gaining lean muscle mass. And gentlemen, I know you can make the same changes. All right, you can live a healthier, happier lifestyle with more energy, but you just need the right process. All right, so today, Bryan and I will talk about two major keys that helped him lose body fat, lose belly fat, and build muscle. All right, and if you could really follow what we will talk about today, you'll be able to sustain a healthy lifestyle for the rest of your life. No more falling on and off track with your weight loss roller coaster. I want to make sure we help you lose the weight and keep it off for good. So let's get into it. Bryan, is that cool? Sound good?
Sounds perfect.
All right, love it. So the first thing that Bryan and I wanted to talk about that really helped him trim belly fat, build muscle, have more energy is a sustainable macro-based diet, right? So that's what we have in our program. It's very different than some other generic programs. It's not your typical meal one, have this, meal two, chicken, rice, broccoli. It's bland restrictive. It's not any of that, right? So Bryan, if it's okay with you, I kind of want to talk about, or I want you to talk about the macro-based diet that we have in place for you and how it's kind of helping you. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So with your plan for me, I'm able to eat pretty much whatever I want still, like whatever makes me happy, whatever tastes good. Typically, not going to lie, almost every single day I have a cheeseburger. Because that's what I'm able to fit in my macros.
Yep.
And I enjoy them. It's quick, easy. I'm able to just throw it up on the grill. Takes 20 minutes. And it knocks out a good third of my calories.
Yeah.
And I'm able to change the portions up and down if I need 8 ounces, 6 ounces, depending on what we're doing. But I get to eat all the foods I still enjoy.
I love that, man. And I feel like that's a big part of it too, right? Especially if you're going and you're traveling, you're doing different events. It's very important to just still enjoy some of your favorite foods while staying true to your goals. Do you feel like you kind of run into that sometimes?
Yep, absolutely. But the easiest thing you can do is just take it easy on yourself and maybe once a week, you might want to go a couple extra 100 calories over what you're supposed to have, and that's going to be okay that one day, as
Mm.
long as you get back right on track and do what you're supposed to do.
I know. Yes, I definitely agree with that because getting back on track is definitely everything, right? And just making sure we don't fall off track. That's the biggest thing. Even if we're going over calories just a little bit. And I know for you, the phase that you're in right now, you're really trying to build lean muscle. I mean, so what you've been working with me like a long time now, right? So what are some other things that you're fitting into your diet and you're still losing belly fat, building muscle that maybe other people would be like, they'd be confused if you're having that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Um, I still like to enjoy. I just reduce how often I have it. So instead of having it every single day like I used to before this program,
Mm,
7 days a week I was eating pizza. Now I treat myself to it maybe once every couple weeks. And instead of devouring half a pizza to myself, I control myself. I have a single slice and I call it a day. I
mm,
get, because I know at the end of the day, I just want the taste because I know the taste is amazing. I don't need to have that whole entire half box of pizza.
right.
Or if I go out for some drinks, I don't have to complete the whole drink. I could have 3/4 of it
Mm,
or half of it, you know? You don't have to have everything of everything you get. You don't have to have that whole entire side of fries with your burger when you go out. We
mm,
all know that they give you 3 times the amount than you actually need.
mm,
Just cut it out halfway through, and that'll be great. And always save some calories for later, you know? Wake up, cut some calories out of your breakfast, some out of your lunch. Save those for when you go out,
mm,
and you'll be perfectly content.
mm.
Maybe get an extra workout in the morning, burn off some of the calories that you put on the night before. It's all about that comeback.
Yes, I love that, dude. You hit everything on the nail, especially Brian, like, cutting calories earlier in the day if you know you're going to be going out. I know we talked a lot about that in our trainings this week. Also, with like getting some more activity in if you know you're going out. And the fact that you said like you don't have to finish the whole bag of potato chips, like the fries, like the pizza, your beverage. You don't have to have all of it. Sometimes our mind wants us to have it, but our body is full, right? So honestly, I love that you said that. Just really, I think listening to your body is going to be a big thing. Just listening to your hunger levels, your hunger cues that you have, and just really make sure you're monitoring those. I think that's great advice, 100%. Would you agree?
Absolutely, 100%.
Awesome. Love it. Yeah. And I know really the sustainable nutrition approach, it's big for you, right? You're still having your pizza, you're still having cheeseburgers, and you're still losing body fat and you're still building muscle. And it's because of the macros. And I think people have to understand what macros are. It's protein, carbs, and fats. And really, every calorie is either going to have protein, carbs, or fats, right? Whether you're eating at McDonald's or whether you're having chicken, rice, broccoli, right? So just filling in your macros with foods that you enjoy and still staying to those targets, that's what's really helping Bryan lose that body fat sustainably. And now it's really like a lifestyle for him, right? Does that make sense, Bryan?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
It's all
Love
about sustaining.
Exactly. Exactly. All about sustaining it, not just, doing it for summer, but literally trying to stay healthy for the rest of your life. That is the goal. All right. So, nutrition, very, very important, macro based approach. And now, next, the last key that I really want to discuss that will help a lot of these guys that are struggling out and how you, Bryan, lost the body fat and built the lean muscle is with our proper strength training plan. And all from home, man. Like people don't realize you can actually get really efficient workouts done from home. People think you have to join the gym, be there for 1.5, 2 hours a day. That's completely wrong. So I want you to tell the audience, like, what is the plan that we put together for you and how's it been working for you in terms of our strength training plan?
Can you repeat that last part? I couldn't hear you quite well.
Oh yeah, yeah, no problem. I hope I'm coming through all right. I wanted you to talk about our strength training plan and how you've been getting some great results just like at the convenience of your own home. Did you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Let us know.
Um, So with the training program, you set me up a schedule. Typically, it's 5 workouts a week. Sometimes I get an extra optional one,
Mm.
which helps me out on the weekends, burn some calories if I go out, especially now that it's summer. It's nice to have that extra workout in there to help relieve some of that weekend burden, right?
Mm.
Um, but for me, the workout plan, it's nice. It's set up. I don't have to stress out. What do I got to do to work out this part of my body?
Mm.
It's all set up for me in order, what I got to do. And, I'm not a perfect client. I've messed up every once in a while, fallen off track, skipped a day or two of workouts, things get a little stressful. You get sick, you get injured.
Mm.
But as soon as you're able to, get right back on track. Make up that workout on the weekend if you have to,
Mm.
because you're gonna feel so much better once that you complete that workout rather than skipping it. Because you're gonna regret it the whole entire day. You can tell yourself it's okay, but at the end of the day, you're gonna beat yourself up a little.
Mm.
But if you get back on track, you're gonna be 100% fine. You're not gonna put on 100 pounds from falling off for a day or two. And I think that's a problem a lot of people have, is that once that they fall off track, like, well, that was a nice try.
Mm.
But once that you come back, you'll come back 10 times stronger a lot of the time. You'll come back with more motivation.
Mm, I love that. 100%. I agree. And I think it also depends on like where your fitness levels are at, right? So with you, we definitely do have 5 days a week, but there's some clients that have 3 days a week, maybe even two, just upper body, lower body, right? So finding something that works for you. And also, I know that it's at your own convenience, like, with home workouts and stuff. People always think, like, oh, I have to sign up for a gym. I have to go there for 2 hours. I have to commute for work. That's just not what you have to do. And sometimes you don't even need equipment. And I know for you, Bryan, you've been like really stocking up, your home set and stuff. And that is amazing. But people can get a great workout with no equipment as long as they're willing to just like put in the work for 15, 20, 25 minutes. And just like you said, Bryan, I was grinning from ear to ear. It's like, I agree. There's going to be no regrets once you get that workout in. But once you miss it, then even if you're like, oh, it's okay, like it's going to be nagging at you in the back of your mind. It's like, oh, you missed your workout today. You missed your workout, right? And especially if you have a coach, like you don't want to let them down, right? So it's about that accountability aspect. And yeah, I agree. Like even I have my own coach. I'm not perfect, right? But we have to make up some workouts if we missed it, get back on track, stay consistent. And I think that really helps us. So I'm just wondering, like in terms of like the workouts, how does it help you more when it's just like at home at your own convenience? You want to talk a little bit about that?
So my workouts help me, like they help build muscle. I enjoy looking in the mirror, seeing the definition that I've gained. And me and Danny been doing did a bulking for about 8 months or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hardest time of my life. Um, but that's helped me put on a lot of muscle and a lot of mass to my body that I've never had before.
Mm.
And it gave me such great confidence in myself, and it's made me realize if I can accomplish this, I can accomplish anything in my future that I want to do.
I love that. 100%. Yeah, I agree. And I know we always talk about this, Bryan, is like once you really dial in your health journey, and this is great advice that you just said, like once you really dial in your health journey, then other, opportunities in your career, relationships, doors will open up because you're focusing on yourself, right? And with you, it was challenging with like the growth phase, the muscle building phase, just because eating X amount of calories, it gets difficult, right?
Yep.
Just like
Oh
you
yeah.
yeah, I bet. But like just like you said, and like because you were eating more, but you went through that difficult phase, and now you're looking in the mirror, you see that definition, you see your body toned up, you see a body you've never had before. Like, how does that help you? Not only like helping you with other things in your life, but like from a confidence and self-esteem aspect, how does that help you?
So it's great confidence. I'm able to talk to people better. I'm able to build relationships better. I'm not so shy. I'm a lot more humble. Um, just all around, I just feel so much better. I have a much more clear head. I know what my goals are,
Mm.
and I'm just all around happier.
I love it. Awesome. That's all we need. That's all we could ask for, right? And some people, I feel like, Bryan, they try to stumble upon that happiness that you have, that confidence that you really have, but you gained it, right? You earned it. You put yourself like through the trenches and you actually like worked for it. And it feels a lot better when you're able to say, like, I actually worked for this body, worked for this mindset, and now it's
Yep.
really coming off. And it's like, it's paying off and you're talking to people better. Just like you said, you have more confidence. You're free flowing. You feel good, happier. That's amazing. I love that. So yes, that is awesome. That really excites me. And that's really what helped Bryan lose the body fat, have more confidence, build muscle. And we kept it simple, right? A macronutrient based diet, a strength training plan, making sure you have the right help, the right blueprint to actually execute and get results. So that's what we wanted to go over today. And I think that was really helpful. Bryan, you have any like final thoughts or anything you want to say?
I guess for me, for you guys, would be that on your fitness journey, you're going to get a lot of haters. You're going to get people that are going to talk down to you, make you seem like what you're doing isn't the right way or that you're wasting your time.
Mm,
They're just jealous at the end of the day because they're not getting the results that you're getting.
mm,
Keep up, keep up the great work. You're going to get the results. Don't let all those people try to shy you away just because you're doing something that makes them uncomfortable.
I agree. I like that. Yeah. And just sometimes there is that envy. People see you eating a little bit healthier, doing the workouts, and they know that they should be doing it as well. And that's why they kind of take it out on you. And you've been doing really good, Bryan, with just like staying tunnel vision, right? On your own goals, your own mission, your own vision. You have your own life. If they want to judge
Yep.
you, they can. They're going to judge you either way. If you're in great shape or you're overweight, people are going to judge you, right? So
You're absolutely right about that.
so just focus on yourself. I think that's amazing advice, and just go from there, and it will pay off. For everybody that's listening, just keep running with what Bryan had to say today, and it will pay off for sure. All right. So sound good, Bryan?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Well, listen, I really do appreciate your time. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the podcast. Find me on social media. Instagram is Danny Cavs4. That's Danny CAVS4. Facebook is Danny Cavallaro. That's Danny CAVALLARO. Bryan, we appreciate you. You could stay right there. All right. Don't log off just yet. But for everybody else, that is it. We appreciate you and have the best day of your life. See you later. All right, that is it. That is a wrap, Bryan. You can stay right there. I'm still live right now, but we're going to log off. Thank you. Much love. Talk to everybody soon and have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye. See ya.